Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bravo News. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the sunny suburbs of Los Angeles, Jinger Duggar was making waves again. Known for her role in the reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, Jinger had long since traded her small-town Arkansas roots for the bustling, diverse life of California. Married to Jeremy Vuolo, a former professional soccer player turned pastor, Jinger was carving out a new identity, one that balanced her conservative upbringing with the vibrant, sometimes unpredictable rhythms of her new home. It was a Sunday morning, and the Vuolo household was a flurry of activity. Jinger, always stylish yet modest, had chosen a pair of sleek high heels to complement her outfit, a departure from the more practical footwear of her past. As she rounded up her two young daughters, Felicity and Evangeline, for church, she felt a sense of anticipation. Sundays were special, a time for faith and family, but also a chance for Jinger to connect with the community she was growing to love. Jeremy, already downstairs, was busy loading the car with the girls' bags. He glanced up and smiled as Jinger descended the stairs, her heels clicking softly on the wooden floor. "You look beautiful," he said, his eyes twinkling with admiration. Jinger smiled back, feeling a familiar warmth spread through her. The drive to church was filled with the cheerful chatter of the children and the hum of the city waking up. The church they attended, Grace Community, was a large, welcoming place where Jeremy often preached. Jinger loved the diversity of the congregation, the blend of cultures and backgrounds that made every service a rich tapestry of stories and experiences. As they pulled into the parking lot, Jinger noticed a few familiar faces and waved. She was aware of the curious glances directed at her heels, a small yet significant symbol of her evolving sense of self. Growing up, such a fashion choice would have been unthinkable. But here, it was a quiet declaration of independence, a step towards finding her own path. Inside the church, the atmosphere was vibrant and welcoming. Jinger and Jeremy were greeted by friends and fellow parishioners. As the service began, Jinger felt a deep sense of peace. The worship music filled the air, and she joined in, her voice blending with the others. Felicity and Evangeline, seated beside her, looked up with wide eyes, soaking in the sounds and sights. After the service, the congregation spilled out into the sunny courtyard. It was a time for fellowship, and Jinger found herself engaged in conversation with a group of young mothers. They admired her heels, and the conversation soon turned to fashion, parenting, and the balancing act of modern womanhood. "How do you do it?" one mother asked, her tone a mix of admiration and curiosity. "Balancing everything, I mean. You always seem so put together." Jinger laughed softly, a sound that was both humble and knowing. "It's not always easy," she admitted. "But I think it's about finding what makes you happy and holding on to that. For me, it's my family, my faith, and yes, sometimes a nice pair of heels." The women laughed, and the conversation flowed naturally from there. Jinger felt a deep sense of connection with these women, each of them navigating their own challenges and joys. It was a stark contrast to her life back in Arkansas, where roles and expectations had often felt rigid and predefined. As the morning turned to afternoon, the Vuolo family mingled with friends, sharing stories and laughter. Jinger watched as Felicity and Evangeline played with other children, their giggles a sweet melody that filled the air. Jeremy, deep in conversation with a fellow pastor, caught her eye and winked. Jinger smiled back, feeling a surge of gratitude for this life they were building together. Eventually, it was time to head home. As they loaded the car, Jinger took a moment to look around, her heart full. The day had been a beautiful blend of old traditions and new experiences, a testament to the journey she and Jeremy were on. Back at home, with the girls napping and the afternoon sun casting a warm glow through the windows, Jinger kicked off her heels and curled up on the couch. Jeremy joined her, wrapping an arm around her shoulders. They sat in comfortable silence for a while, simply enjoying each other's presence. "Today was good," Jeremy said softly, breaking the silence. Jinger nodded, resting her head on his shoulder. Yes, it was. I'm grateful for this life, for our family, and for the chance to grow and change. Jeremy kissed the top of her head. Me too. And those heels were a nice touch. Jinger laughed, feeling a lightness in her heart. Thank you. It's the little things, isn't it?